Hey everyone. So here we go again. So we have Karen on YouTube that doesn't know the meaning of the term hate crime on here. Now, she has unusual point of view on this and everything that she talks about. She yells, screams. She's a Karen. She's psycho. She needs to be on her meds. So let me explain to everyone what an actual hate crime is. All right. For anyone in the audience or the back that may not know the actual definition. So, what a hate crime is an act of violence, which includes intimidation based on someone's race, someone's gender, someone's religion, someone's national origin, what country they came from, based on someone's sexual orientation, and based on the Civil Rights Act of 1964, basically. And the Supreme Court basically redefined sex to include gender identity. All right. Under employment discrimination practices, gay people and trans people have the same rights as everyone else. All right. I 100% agree with that. So it's an act of violence. Okay. There was no acts of violence against anyone's child on this platform. There weren't even threats of violence. Okay? No threats of violence. And in order for it to be a hate crime, you would have to prove that it was motivated through hate. A physical attack based on hatred. Can't do that, right? You can't do that. So let me explain the other concept. All right. There's something called hate speech. All right. So there's a big difference under the definition. It's saying something hateful based on the same criteria. It's called what comes out of your damn mouth. Based on someone's race, gender, religion, sexuality. Where's someone comes from, you name it. But it's hateful speech. What comes out of that trap. And on YouTube, there's something called terms of service, which prohibits people like me from saying things like that. And in order for it to be hate speech, the definition is low bar. All right. But for the terms of service, you'd probably have to harass someone based on that. You'd really have to go on for a while degrading them based on one of their attributes. All right. I'm not sure if it's just one comment one sentence that when YouTube will give you a slap for it. But everyone knows I don't allow racial slurs, homophobic slurs on my channel. And that's just the way it is. All right. So let's get into hate speech. All right. Is it a crime in the United States? No. Hate speech receives substantial protection under the First Amendment of the Constitution. Based upon the idea that it is not the proper role of government to attempt to shield individuals from ideas and opinions they find unwelcome, disagreeable, or even deeply offensive. So let me just translate that for everyone in my own words. So you may find racial slurs deeply out of touch, homophobic slurs out of touch with reality. It's 2024. In my opinion, we should be treating everyone equally. This woke crowd that's around wants marginalized groups to be treated better, not equally, than everyone else. I don't think that's what Susan B. Anthony had in mind when she had her women's rights marches. All right. However, in some states, it is a crime. Harassment is a crime and is not protected under the First Amendment. So if you go up to someone harassing them using hate speech, that's a little gray area of the law where some states could probably slap you with a charge. Just saying. So it's not a good idea for someone to go walk up to people and use the N-word or the F-word for a gay person, especially if you're in California or New York. Especially in some places where you risk the chance of getting your ass kicked. All right. So I came across a video today on YouTube, and it's titled "A Woke Karen Charged with Hate Crime After This Scuffle with Trump Supporters." So this happened in Edmonds, Washington. All right. So this old lady, she's wearing Harris Waltz campaign button. And this was all caught on police body cam. So apparently she was arrested for a hate crime. There's no date on this. I don't know when. Oh, here we go. This is the body cam footage. It's timestamped November 4th, 2024 at 5:55. Okay. Oh, no, not 5:50. Oh, I'm reading the wrong side of it. So it's November 4th, 2024 at 1:05 p.m. All right. Edmonds Police Department, Washington State. So the officer is listed. I'm not going to read that out loud. However, this woke Karen got very upset because some Trump supporters were having a First Amendment right to protest on the side of the street supporting Trump. Okay? So they have the First Amendment right to protest or support whoever they fucking want to. This is America. This is not a communist country, or we're not supposed to be anyway. And she gets triggered as hell because she's doesn't agree with them. And she walks up to them screaming, supposedly. This is what the victims report to the police. And she was making comments about two of the people's race. So one of the Trump supporters was black. The other was Hispanic, or two of them were Hispanic. And she's telling the police that she couldn't understand why a black person and a Hispanic person would support Donald Trump. That's their right to support Donald Trump, as misguided as she is for supporting, in my opinion, Harris. All right. She has the right to vote for Harris if she wants to. I'm not going to go ballistic and scream at Harris supporters. They did the exact same thing on the street. All right. Had a little rally for Harris. If I seen that on the street as a civilized human being, what I'm going to do is maybe look at it and say, okay, and walk away. I'm not gonna act like a Karen and walk up and say, what the fuck is wrong with you? And if I did say something, if I did have the urge or the itch to say something, I would probably say, oh, you like inflation and high crime, and maybe make a comment like that and walk away. But this is not what this lady did. This lady pushed them and assaulted them and made racially charged comments because in her mind, she got upset because a black person and a few Hispanic people were supporting Donald Trump. Where has this society come to? And this woman is a school teacher, for fuck's sakes. I thought she would have been smart enough not to use charged language like that and sit there and punch them with a closed fist. Damn. Lady, you are fucking crazy. This is all caught. The interrogations are all caught on police body cam. And they haul the Harris supporter to jail for acting like a Karen. All right. So I'm going to have that in the description for everyone. So before you scream, oh, we committed a hate crime. Get your terms straight. All right? We never committed a hate crime. And please, we're far from hate speech. I don't hate the trans community. I believe they have they have equal rights under the law. They have the same rights as everyone else. No more, no less. I just don't believe in this woke ideology where they're better than everyone else because they're the ultimate victims. All right? And then some of these people go ballistic over pronouns. Over damn pronouns. Some people say he or she wrong by accident, trying to be respectful. And then some Karen starts yelling and screaming at someone for an honest mistake. Because they feel they were victimized, so to speak. And they think they're better than everyone else. I'm sick of this attitude. Now, if you really want my opinion on this whole bathroom thing, I think it's being blown out of proportion. Really. I think there could be a place in the middle for this, but it's such a hot button topic. Nobody wants to go meet in the middle. What about gender neutral bathrooms? Has anyone thought of that? When no one's offended, or in a school or a gender neutral locker room? Has anyone thought of that? No, they got to be politically correct these days. And that bathroom law that we passed in North Carolina and was repealed was absolutely ridiculous. Most transgender people just want to use the bathroom. They're not in there to peep. They're not in there to peep. They're not in there to there's a lot of ignorance on that part. However, there's has been a few incidents around the country, and those people who committed those acts should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. All right? It's just my opinion that you can't change your gender no matter how hard you try. All right? You could be born a man or a woman. Biologically, you're still a man, woman. No amount of hormones is going to change that. A woman, someone born a woman, can only take hormones and get their breast removed. That's all they can do. And then go shopping in the men's section. And if that makes them happy, all the power to them. I just believe it's a huge decision to make. And I think they should, I don't think minors should be making that decision. Okay. I think there should be 21 and up or 18 if you want to be nice. And you say, I said my opinion. All right. It's not hate speech. It's not a hate crime. Damn. I said nothing negative about the trans community. Just because I said they're not victims, they should be treated just like everyone else. So, anyone that may disagree with me on the bathroom issue, I want you to ask yourself a question. All right. Would you want someone pumped up with hormones that looks like the opposite sex to walk into the restroom? So what I mean by that is, suppose there's a biological female, okay? They use hormones, okay? Dresses up as a man, okay? Let's just be real for a minute. They sound like a man. They had their boobs removed. Okay. They can't grow a dick, right? Would you want them in the ladies' room? Would that make you feel comfortable? Ask yourself that. Would you rather just them use the ladies' stall, use the restroom, and leave? Same thing with the men. Would you want someone looking like a lady? Sounds like a lady. They grow boobs. Still has a dick. Right? So I think the problem in schools is this. Some schools don't want to spend the money or spare the resources to let a transgender student use a restroom with one toilet and a sink and call it gender neutral. So ask yourself this, all right? For a minute. Do we have signs on our home bathrooms that says male or female? Mm-mm. It's only when we're in a department store, a convenience store, public restroom when we have male and female. Schools are a different can of worms. I just think school districts don't want to spend the money. But some schools do have toilets and sinks, and they don't let the students use them. It's like for the staff only. So that's why can't they turn one on each floor into a gender neutral bathroom for the students to use? It's not going to cost any more or any less money. Just end the controversy. So if anyone has any suggestions on how to end the controversy with this issue, feel free. Put it in the comments. All right. Feel free, put it in the comments. So I'll see everyone later.